The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And after a couple of misfires, this offense looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best.
Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He'll throw it. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The State scores it.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Using his legs, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive.
There he goes. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Going for it all. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Looking down the left side. What a grab with one hand. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Two-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw, reeled it in.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8 clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D, Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Imte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Robinson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. Touchdown, Bruins! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Got a man. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Clemson jumps to the line. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll move the wide receiver. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Randall. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive and stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab. Powers through the defender.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
UCLA.
So now it's 2nd and long. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Trying to barge in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. First play of the drive wants to throw. Dangerous screen into traffic. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's all. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
He's loose on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry up. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to, and then turn your head like he did.
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield behind the deep.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just traveled through his fingers.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a thrower.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. That's reeled in, it's Randall. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Just shedding tackles. Turning it on. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting ahead.
Unleashes one deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Working on the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship,
he lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Caught on the outside, it's Robinson. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control. You could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
Reads it, fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out fast. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
21.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Lets it go. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Touchdown, Bruins! The defense putting points on the board.
UCLA.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Dances away. Throwing on the run. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He rifles one deep to the left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The short hands, it's Haynes. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down for this offense.
Gonna run it. It's random. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Got his man downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bruins are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Released to the back. That's caught. It's Thomas. Continues to fight for yards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Pulls and fires complete. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting.
Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Robinson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't